ono raukawa ki whakatū o ki tō muri mai rawara kia māua e whakapāho atu kia koutou kei te kāinga e te ti e te tā nau mai, rarau mai.
Well, nau mai, haru mai, Cambridge mātou, St Pauls Collegiate, te hau kāinga I tēnei ata o tēnei ahiahi me ki. Ko tai mai a Matamata College, te kāreti o Matamata I tērā wiki. I wini rātou, whātukau mauno ki te whitu ki a St John's, engari kei konei te rārangi ingoa mō St Pauls Collegiate ko ngā paumua, Hull, Hillbrown me Kahotea, ngā pautaitei, Weir me Young, ngā pauringa raupā, Kirby, Boynton me Young, te tū whāngai, Silch, o Silich, te topatahi, Kilmeister, te kaitaka wainga, ngā kaitaka wainga ko Daniel me Thompson, ngā parirau, Blake rawa ko De Bruin, te haika, Hay, me kei te paipai, noho ana ki te paipai ko McLeod, Benjamin, Finau, Pocock, Smith, me McLaren, and coaching the St Pauls Collegiate team today is Daniel Teka, and over to him for a few words.
Daniel, you guys are coming into this week following a really hard-fought victory after last game. How are you looking to carry that momentum into this week?
You probably got a little bit lucky last week, to be fair, so you're just looking to build on some of the positives in that game, but you really want to be a bit more accurate and take the opportunities today.
Awesome. And first live TV game this season, how are the boys feeling about it and how's the overall energy in the group?
Yeah, there's a good buzz around, not only our group but the school as well, hosting today, so yeah, everyone's pretty excited and it's a good opportunity to showcase our competition and our school on a good stage, so yeah, everyone's pretty looking forward to it.
Perfect, thanks Daniel.
Easy.
Anei te rārangi ingoa o Matamata College, ngā pau mua, Ngaitinga Tambua, Da Costa me Keenan, ngā pau teitei, Collins me Pollard, ngā pau ringaraupa, Titterton, Wilson me Swamp, te tū whāngai, Sherrard, te topatahi, Waru, ngā kaitaka wainga, Mowat me Tūhakaraina Kaukau, ngā parirau, Ngaitinga Tambua me Goodwin, and me te haika, ki murira ko Loveridge. Kei rongi te paipai ko Horn Johnson, Clothier, Woist, Mana Edwards, Milne, Rapana, and Clements. And coaching the team today is Logan Allen and Richard Waru.
You guys got a really strong win on your first CNI game last week. How are you looking to bring that momentum into this game?
Yes, obviously last week Hastings St John's was our benchmark, our first game. We knew that in previous years they were, like sort of lesser team in the competition, so we really needed to put a standard against them. So leading into this game, it's good confidence for the boys, but we just need to remain humble, go through our processes and make sure that we convert when we can.
Awesome, man. First live game on for Kata Māori today. How are all the boys feeling about being on TV?
Yeah, I actually don't know if they know that they're on TV actually, but after this conversation here, I'll probably have to go over and tell them. So we don't really want to psych them out, but hopefully they can, remain calm and do what they can.
Yeah, awesome. Got to break the news to them. Yeah. Awesome.
Cheers. Nō reira, kua tai mai ngā kura e rua e whakariti ana mō te haka. Te ahua nei ko tahi nui o te haka.
Ka tuku te MΑORI ki tēnei o ngā kura.
Whakatakoto ana ngā pōtai o ngā kura e rua. So those are the capped players for each team who are placing down their caps. Bit of a tradition in first 15 rugby as we now prepare for the haka, and we understand St Pauls Collegiate will be doing the haka this afternoon.
Tū te puehu, kua takoto te manu ka, mihi ana ki te manu whiri a matamata, kua whakatakoto tērā wero, engari me whakamārama mai, etahi kōrero o te haka a St Pauls. The tauira use this haka to embody the school's motto, stand firm in the faith. Part of the haka is a powerful expression of unity, bicultural partnership used to celebrate, challenge and honour. And speaking about challenge and an honour, what an honour it is to call this one with yourself, Anaru.
What a segue. Here's the Kaiwawao, the referee, Noah Viliamu. The man in the middle this afternoon, as he has a wee wānanga with the two kapene o enei kura e rua. Nō reira, ko tēnei te tau tuatahi, kua uru a Matamata College, ki tēnei whakataitai. I tērā wiki, ko rātou ngā toa, ia rātou e tākoro ana kia St John's, no Hastings. Tō rātou whātika na ono ki te whitu. St Pauls Collegiate, i tērā wiki. I tākoro rātou i Lindisfarne College. Ko rātou ngā toa, ruatikau mā whā, ki te ruatikau. Oi, tata tīmata ai tēnei kēmu. Ko tēnei te wiki tuarua o te CNI. Whakataitai whitu poro mō ngā kura tuarua o te puku o te kā MΑORI. Ko reira kei a St Pauls Collegiate, te whana tīmatanga. Ko puta mai a tamanui te rā, ko tīmata ai tēnei kēmu. Nō reira kei a matamata te pōro, te wā tuatai, kei roto i te tō rātou ake, rua te kaumā rua. Ka puta te pōro. E whana, but charged down and picked up. And it looks as though St Pauls could be on the ball first up, yes! Ko tērā te piro tuatahi ko Caleb Blake, te parirau. First try of the match, St Pauls Collegiate.
Hey, kare. Oh, where? What a dream start for te haukainga. Ki ngā kōrero, St Pauls, but a little bit of pressure on the topatahi, and they come up trumps, and we're going to go to the replay. And here it is. Look at this pressure, and it's from those Pauringa Raupa. And then got the two whāngai, Kariruia ai te pōro, a Sillage, and then on the back end, what a way to start the game.
Yeah, well, it was Josh Kibbe, the number 6 for St Pauls, with the charge down. And then somehow, the ball just falling into the hands of the winger, Caleb Blake, who's off the farm in Tapapa near Tito, as the conversion attempt is good. Jackson Hay nails the extras. Petu ki te kore. Only a minute and a half gone.
Last week, as we saw, Matamata had a big win, so a lot around attack, but St Pauls had a close victory, and I dare say they've come in with a real good mindset. They have to start this game real well, and they've started probably exactly how the coach would have liked it.
Yeah, Matamata College being brand new to this competition this year, this is a very tough assignment. St Pauls Collegiate have won the CNI competition a record 7 times, and they've got the ball now and they've booted it into touch. So we'll now settle things, and Matamata College will now have possession.
That's a nice exit, isn't it? Coming out of trouble, and just beautiful katahi te whiu. We're going to get the anga whakamua, tēnei kapa, o Matamata. And definitely can see cohesion amongst them with putting on 46 points last week. There's been a lot of catch and pass and ball in possession, but I think it's going to come down to the other side, the haumaru, with the taha defence.
Nō reira, kia Matamata College te pōro. E ātaneke whakamua rātou ka huriki te parirau i tērā taha Rako Naitung Katambua. Nō Whiti, te puaki ia ki Alautoka. Ka puta te pōro e nai, kia waru. E rutu pai, o reira ka huri ki tērā taha poto. Paira watu te kaupare a St Pauls, engari he hāmene.
Ai, me mihi ki ngā kaiwawao kātika, whakahaere ana i nei o ngā kēmu, ngari kua hoatu te pōro, ki te haika, tēnei haika no roto mai o Matamata, te whānau a Loveridge. Hiwi anō, ka āta titiro ki ngā nikehanga mai te whiuroa.
O reira, he rārangi a waho. Ki te haere. O, ko ahua taka whakamuri pia te poro, engari ko puta ki waho. Kei reira tonu te poro mō Matamata. Oh, engari ai ko taka whakamua te poro no reira ka hoki ki te nonoke. Kei te maua St Pauls Collegiate te poro o reira ki a rātou te whāngai.
Ai, nā hoa e tāhai tērā pōro, tētahi kai tākaro o St Pauls, ko tino aro rātou ki ngā momonekihanga, engari kai te tū whāngai, whāngai nei te pōro, ko Silage, tēnei. Nō reira, taku mōhio, ko ngā mea nui, me puta i tō rātou ake haurua.
Nō reira ko tērā Jamie Silage, tākaro ia mō te kapa Waikato under 16s, me ngā Harlequins under 17s. Kai tākaro ia mō te pāwhitu poro mō te kapa o Waikato hoki. Nō reira kua whāngai ia ki te nonoke, a Silage, ka puta atu kia Kilmeister. Nō reira ka maka atu te poro, engari kua pā te poro ki muri. Engari reira tonu te poro mō St Pauls Collegiate, a slight deflection off the ball there, causing all sorts of trouble for St Pauls. Now they look to exit from inside their 22. Silage, Kilmeister, Whanaroa, ko puta ki waho.
Yes, so looking very confident as they exit with the tupatahi of St Pauls. The Atahoma, Oma ia Harry, little backdoor pass, and then look to spread it wide, so it's dry footy today.
And St Pauls come up with it from the line out. Kilmeister, lit in the midfield. It's a quick ball now for Silage. He pops it out back to Kilmeister. The long ball. Ki te parirau te taha matau. Engari titiro ki te rārutu. Kua puta te poro ki waho. Kua huri te poro ino nei ki a Matamata.
Pai kare i kōrero o te taha haumaru. And they're up for the task. Definitely a lot of homework's been done because they definitely use space really, really well. St Pauls, but Matamata meeting them at the game line.
Haere ki Whanganui, tērā rārangi. Neke whakamua Matamata College over the advantage line. And now they keep it tight within the forwards. Te tiroko swap tērā. Te nama waru mō Matamata. Ahua pōturi te pōro ki te puta mai. Tūhakarai na kaukau. A little shimmy. But taken down nicely. Needs support. And the referee has blown his whistle. Another penalty. A high shot.
Tūhakarai na tērā ingoa rongonui no rota mai o Matamata o tērā o ngā rohe, ngā te haua, e mihi ana. But here we go. It is full-on attacking rugby from the Manuhiri.
Koina, o reira, ke te whakarite ai tēnei rārangi, āhua o te kaumita mai te rārangi piro. Ko Matamata College tēnei, ko ta Costa, e whāngai ana ki te rārangi nei. Ka haere ki mua engari kua tāhai. A St Pauls, perfect timing there, stealing the ball just as Matamata were hot on the attack. A charge kick, and it's gone touch and goal.
And I think this week's tip sheet is charge down.
Well, 2 charge downs in the space of 7.5 minutes, not bad. Not bad. And as we look at Jono, Naitu Gatambua, oh, here's the replay. We just talked about charge downs. Here you go. Silage, all sorts of pressure there on Kilmeister. So full credit to Matamata College's defence. Just as they were hot on the attack. In saying that, St Pauls come up with it. Inside their own half, they look to counter. Engari reira, te rārangi o Matamata College. St Pauls Silage, e putānei nai ki ngā Paumua. There's a big break here. And an offload. And it's going to be a Lockie Young. Taken down, last line of defence. Kua whakarite nei, a St Pauls, engari, te re rawa Matamata ki te taiatu ki te pōro. Here's Silage, a little kick in behind the grubber. How's the defence? Is beautiful. But an advantage was being played.
Yes, look at this desperation. Me mihi ka tika, kia leverage to Haika Matamata, last line of defence, crucial tackle, and as Lucy's got the also Pouringa Raupa just to slow it down, but once again, the adjudicator is right on the money, and never mind the clap and kick stuff and go from the 3, it is full-on attacking rugby in the Waikato.
And this is the type of rugby that we love to see. Ara, titiro mai ki a Waikato. E mohi o kawana rātou me pēwhia te tākaro i tēnei kēmu. Anea St Pauls Collegiate. Hill Brown to throw it. It just bounces back. And the call of the referee is, not straight.
And what about just how clinical and you have to be in these micro skills? But Matamata, they got to jump up just to put a little bit more pressure on. And they relieve a little bit of pressure here with a nice clearance from Te Tupatahi Awaru.
Ensign Waru, titiro ki aia, ke karaia. Under 18s Globals Sevens tournament back in December. His dad Richie is the forwards coach, so he does bring on the waters at times. So there you go, he scored a try last week too. Waru, the co-captain, mo tēnei kapa, Matamata College, engari. Ko huri nei kia St Pauls, atu i tērā rārangi, a waho. As they take it up from the midfield. Tērā taha poto, big dummy by Kilmister. Matamata weren't falling for it. Looking to counter ruck. A huge contest there. And St Pauls with Hay. Year 13 is Hay at the back, the number 15. A little kick in behind. How's the bounce? It's an awkward one. Ngari i reira. Naiting Gatambua puts the kick in behind. It falls just in behind, but picked up nicely. The counter attack is on. Whana, Ngari. Oh, good hands. Good hands by Loveridge. Troy Loveridge returns it with interest.
Yeah, he's just in the right place at the right time, isn't he, Loveridge? Nice little break down that left edge. And enjoy the tactical field position. There was a bit of space to run it, however, they'll probably be going back to the big game plan of playing footy in the right half.
Paul Brown, the co-captain for St Pauls, feeds the line out. Out now to Kilmister. Short ball, beautifully done. It's Thompson. Another offload. Looking to offload again, but holds on to it. St Pauls, it's a slight knock on though in there. Kia rātou ngā whakaro pai, St Pauls.
Just the time that Zealand has given his backline, just beautiful service from the 9, Jamie, and then it gives the Tupatahi, Kilmister, a lot of time just to get that past selection and the time and the rhythms there on first phase. I dare say they just want to tidy up the next phase.
A big shove by St Pauls. The ball is taken back to the 22. Te Rawatu struggling, picking it back up. Did very well. Caleb Blake, the earlier try scorer for St Pauls, to hold on to that. Hey! On the advantage, St Pauls. Silic, now it's Kilmister. Hey, Makaroa, get up to Taha. Hill Brown tēnā. Silic, te makapoto, ngari. O taka whakamua te poro. Ngari ka hoki atu ki te āmene.
Just a bit of credit to Haparaina and MΑORI. When Zealand gets the ball, they have this like umbrella defence where they get up really, really high. And they just shut down the timing on the outside of Matamata. And that's great coaching and also great execution. Matamata's absorbed a lot of pressure. And I feel they've found their feet, but they're back on defence again.
Matamata College, they were playing in the Waikato Division 1 Championship. They took it out last year. And they did take a few of those titles, and they wanted a new challenge. And e ai ki te whakatauki o te kurara, mā mahi ka ora, by work we prosper. Ki rapia ka whakatinana, rātou ki tērā whakatauki i tēnei rā. Anea Hill Brown, e whangai ana ki tēnei rārangi. Ke reira tonu te poro mo St Pauls, te tiro ki tēnei mōro. Awa te kaumita, e neke ana, e neke whakamua ana rātou, ke te neke tonu tēnei mōro. E reira te pōro, ke a Hill Brown te pōro, tata rawa atu ki te rārangi piro, ke a Hill Brown te pōro, ke a Hill Brown te piro.
Mea ta mā taki, i te atāhua nei o tēnei mahi, me hoki anō ki te whiu, kei te whārangi o rite ngā pau ua, o te haukainga, kore ka hoki anō tātou ki te replay, anaru, āhua rua te kaumita pia, tēnei mea kia ko te noho tahi, ko te kotahitango ngā mahi, i reira te tū whāngai, e kore rone, engari me mehi, ka tika ki te kaiwhiu, o te kapa, Hill Brown, kua aitana ingoa ki te rārangi o ngā piro, and after a lot of pressure, they've come away with a little bit of change.
Ai, kia kingi tūheitia, ko te mea nui, ko te kotahitanga. Nō reira, i a rātau e whakatinana ai te whakatauaki o kingi tūheitia. Nō reira, ko neke whakamua a St Pauls Collegiate, kaumārua ki te koe.
Ina ka titero ki te pai tawhiti, e nei kura no rota mai te rohe o Waikato, ko te kapo o Waikato kei tēnei reanga, e mea hana, kei te tino ora.
Wena, ai. Engari roa te wā kua whiwhi ngā Chiefs.
Yeah.
I te Super Rugby taro ni e koa.
Boys, put a name on it, eh?
Tēnei au me taku pōtai Hurricanes. Aha koa te whakapapa ki Waikato. E oi, e a Matamata College, tēnei whana. Whana roa. O, ke reira tonu te pōro. Ko Goodwin tēnei. Tatarawa atu ki te rārangi piro. Dylan Goodwin. He scored a hat-trick last week. Matamata hot on the attack. Waru, e putani nare. He makarora atu ki te rā. Atu taha o te papatakoro nei. Sherrod. Te whakapoto. Te Keenan. Te tio ngā kapine o tēnei kapa. Ora Pollard. Te tau te kaumatoru. Te kura. Kua tāhoi te poro pia kao he hāmene.
Me hoki anō, kia Goodwin. I reira, ko tino aro, ngā kaitakaro katoa, ko kai te ata wānanga, te tōpatahi a te kōrero, te kāpene, taku mōhio, ka u ki te mahere, attack, attack, attack.
Love it. Love it. Well, it sort of takes me back when, whenever the All Blacks play, especially against some of these, second-tier nations, when they like to just get points on the board. But we always know the All Blacks come back hard, try after try after try. So Matamata, they know, e mohi ana rātou te rautaki. Me piro. Ko reira he rārangi, ahua ono whitu mita mai te rārangi piro. Ke reira tonu te poro, mō Matamata. E ao kao kua huri, he hāmene hoki.
Hakaroa ki te kapa Matamata, just couldn't quite pull it in to Potete, and then a little bit of a loose pill on the floor, and St Pauls don't need another invitation, they just pounce on it. But Matamata, they've just got to keep persisting with applying pressure.
Yeah, just holding on there. But Matamata, they've had a few opportunities. Haven't quite converted those opportunities into points, but they've got the right attitude, the right ahua. Whanea Hill Brown, te tiho ngā kaipiro, o tēnei kemu. Ke reira tonu te poro ki o Mr. He makapoto, he whanei nai nei, o Daniel tēnā. Nari, ke reira, o whana, o te whana, St Pauls, e whana rora wa atu, tēnei. O he hāmene, are te tino mōhio. Hea ai, nari me titiro ki te kaima wao. Offside pia.
Yeah, waua te whakamaramatu ki a koutou. Engari, man, hasn't this game just flown? 8.5 minutes into the first half, if we've joined, no mai, whakaata Māori, Māori plus, no better place to watch CNI rugby.
Queen, and just an opportunity here to give special thanks to our sponsors. Whakata Māori, of course, Te Taura Whiri, Bailey's Real Estate, Caltex, Nativa, Apollo Projects, Anchor, and Clubhouse. Rārangi, te pairawa tu tērā, kei reira tonu te poro mō Matamata, engari kua tangi te whistle. Hea te kupu mo te whistle? Fuel. Te fuel, ai. O te kauawa o he hamene mō Matamata.
Nā, ko tai mai tētahi pātuhi, te te onga matua keke, e noho ana ki murihuku, me te mihi nui ki a MāORI Plus. Katahi noi ka oti ana mahi hiika, kai te mātakitaki tētahi o ana iramutu ko tāna, ka nui ngā mihi, te whakata Māori, MāORI Plus. And back live here, Matamata. It's just been the line-out, it's been a bit clunky, but once they can get some clean ball, we'll start to see some action. I dare say Loveridge and Tuhaka Raina look willing.
And that was Tiriton with the ball. Got them over the advantage line for a split second there. Good offload. Still alive here for Matamata College, just looking for some space. Another offload. And now it's with Naiting Gatambua. The prop forward, one of two brothers in the starting lineup today. The other one's on the wing, one's at prop. Figure that. Nō Lautoka, Rawatahi. Te taha po Kukuru Nainei, Matamata College. Very good defence here by St Pauls. Playing at home today. There's Waru with the short ball to Wilson. Ngāti Haua, Wilson. Sherrard. And a good, strong run there by Tiriton, Aidan Tiriton. Still there, it's Waru with a little dummy. The defence did not fall for that one. Oh, and a penalty. So the defence by St Pauls has resulted in a penalty.
Really enjoying the clash between both midfields. And as we saw, Waru, no doubt he was on this week's tip sheet with his background in sevens. But yeah, just it feels like the modern day first 15 rugby player now all can have a crack at the ball and very, very good at having an attempt to steal pills. So once again, our adjudicator, right on the money and very consistent with all these calls from the Kaiwawa.
Well, te kaumarua ki te kore, ki a St Pauls. And tira pia, ka piro anō rātou. Reira, ki tēnei te rarangi a waho. E ahua nekia rātou, engari ka reira te poro mō Young, te teo ngā kāpene o tēnei kapa. Short ball, and it's with Daniel. Plays first 11 cricket for St Pauls. E ora tonu ana te poro, ko kahotea tēnei, kaharawa tēnei oma. Pumping the legs, having a go very close. Now they pop it out to Weir, Gus Weir. Gosh, he must be centimetres away from the try line. Silic waiting for it. Pick and go try. Ko ai tēnā. O tino tere rātou ki te tū, ki te oma atu. Nō reira kārea te tino moi o ko ai e piro engari he piro anō mo St Pauls Collegiate.
Ai, me mehi ki te pau mua, kahotea. Me tāna home engari kei ka ati ki tiro. Taku mōhio, me taiho ake, te whakahua. Ana, kei te kimi māua, taku mōhio ko Young, te te o ngā kāpene, tēnei kapa, and they just keep rolling their sleeves up, very, very consistent. And they managed to attack on the 50 right through the middle of the field, and everything is offset from there. But, wow, kahotea, haumua, it's always great seeing one of the big front rowers getting a little bit of space.
And te whanakau, ko mahue. Engari Alex Young, te kaipiro, te o ngā kāpene o tēnei kura. He uri tēnei, he uri a Alex Young no te rarawa no reira. E mihi nui rawa atu ki a koutou no te arawa. Te o ngā kaipiro ko tērā, te piro tuatoru o tēnei Kieman. Te kaumā whetū ki te kore. Rua te kaumā toru miniti kua pahure.
Ai, nau mai te iwi koutou e hono mai ki tēnei o ngā tukinga nui. I Whanganui, St Pauls, I Te Karate o Matamata. And don't let the score fool you. Matamata has been very contestable. I guess St Pauls have been around a long time, as we spoke before. They've been playing at this level, and they just pounce on any loose pill. But here we have an attacking scrum, about 35 out from the St Pauls scoreline.
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, St Pauls have been dominant in this competition over the years. They actually had a four-peat. Well, they finished the four-peat in 2021, so they went 4 on the trot in the early 2020s. And they are very tough to beat. St Pauls, the experience and also the depth of the squad. St Pauls Collegiate in 2026, they have 9 rugby teams, including 1 girls team, so it's good to see. As Matamata feed the scrum. A big push there by St Pauls. Good hands there. Waru, ko puta te poro I nainei, kia Mawat. I tākaro te pāpā Mawat mō tēnei kura I ngā tau iwa te kau. Ko Waru tēnei, putana I nainei, ko ai tērā, ko Tiritin. Ko neke ahua whakamuri, Matamata. Good defence. That's Loveridge who comes in, scored a double last week. And again, a penalty against the attacking side.
Yeah, they're attacking very deep behind the advantage on it, aren't they? And it's just giving St Paul some really, really flat foot to put pressure on. As we said earlier, it's the skill of the modern first 15 player, regardless of what position you play. You've got to have that skill set or able to get your body on the ball, or a couple of hands on the ball and stay off on your feet. So they're starting to really, really tighten the screws down in the 22.
Yeah, Matamata may just need to commit more players to the rucks there. They're getting slightly found out by the St Pauls defence. Getting a bit isolated as St Pauls get it from the line out. Engari, Ahua. Yeah, that's incorrect throw in there, a crooked throw into the line out. So a free kick for Matamata.
Yes, and they've done this well all day, exit. And it could be an attacking high ball in St Paul's half, just to change up the strategy. They haven't been that comfortable under the high ball, but he leads the charge and just with some open rugby try pretty beautiful contact here from the home rower, Keenan. Correction, yes, great. Nothing better than a front row putting a shot on the back.
Patrick Keenan out of nowhere, the big buffer. He debuted as a year 10, did Patrick Keenan, and so he's been in the squad for a good couple of years now. That was the head prefect, so leading by example. Patrick Keenan with a big hit. Ngari, Kuhoro Tony Te Poro. Whana roa, this could be a 50-22, no. Picked up nicely. Tate. Blake passing it to Paul Brown. In fact, it's intercepted now by Goodwin. Puta te poro kia Naiting Katambua. Te parira I tērā taha ngari kei reira. Ngā kaitākoro a St Pauls. But an advantage was played, so we'll go back to the knock-on. A very long advantage there. Enterprising play by both sides.
Yes, there's contest right across the paddock, isn't there? There was a great excellent kick from Matamata, but even better, the chase put some pressure on. And wouldn't we like to see just a little bit of, I think the high ball or the chase from either winger, Goodwin or Naiting Tabua, the winger. But we'll soon see what messages have been sent out by the coaching staff of Matamata.
Okay, so we'll have another go at the scrum here, but on this close side, you've got Patrick Keenan, so we'll just talk about him for a little bit more here. So Patrick Keenan, the number 3 there for Matamata College. He's the 3rd consecutive Keenan brother to captain Matamata College. And his other 2 brothers, Darcy and Casper, being the other 2. His sister also captained the girls team as well. So a very talented rugby whānau, and the Keenan siblings. Thank you for the once coach. Okay, swap. Kua neke whakamuri, rātou engari. Mai tērā nama kia ka āhua neke whakamua I nainei. O kua taka te poro. Kei whia te poro I nainei. O kua huri kia St Pauls. Wea, tēnā, deputy head boy. Oh, engari he hāmene. Tēnei wā mō Matamata.
And I think if they're going to follow suit, they'll go for the line out. And this is just one area. If they can just clean that up and get some really, really nice, clean attacking pill, I feel there's points on the other side.
Yes, so Matamata will be really keen to try and get on the score sheet before half-time. 35-minute halves here. Oh, kuahua, pano ni haere. Tarato, rautaki. Pointing to the post, so it's not an easy kick either. About 43 metres out. Tawhati rawa, ngā pau. Engari tērā pia. Ka tai mai ngā piro tuatahi mō Matamata I tēnei kimi.
And we must mihi to the groundsman. What a beautiful piece of grass to play sport on. It looks absolutely outstanding. So, kanui ngā mihi kia koutou, groundsman, and in the background, watch live on MāORI Plus. But here we have Waru. He's looking about 43 metres out off the right boot. We'll just take a little look at just fell short. But, hey, they had to dig at some points. They're looking to run this one out. And what a beautiful exit. And they make, that's a hard one to swallow. 5 minutes to go, and it could be an attacking line out.
Yeah, what a boot. Tērā whana. Kia neke whakamua St Pauls ki te, wow. Atu I te rārangi hawhe. Great kick. So it's there for Matamata engari kua taka whakamua.
Yeah, we could just sort of feel a moment in the game, 4.5 minutes remaining. And it's a couple of clunky parts. Matamata, they just need to hold steady and back their defence. And St Pauls, I dare say they'll be frothing to put on some more points.
Yeah, so it'll be St Pauls feeding this scrum. Rima minute toi ana tēnei hawhe. Tokotoru ngā ōpango mai I tēnei kura. Or Kit Fawcett, Jeff Hines, me Sami Sone Taukei Aho. As Silic goes the short side. He's found some space. He put a little kick in behind, but Naiting Gatambua does very well to clean up on that left wing. Matamata, e whana, ke te haere, ko puta ki waho. Ai, engari. Tere rawa, tērā maka, ki roto rā kia Blake. Tata ki te rārangi o waho. Kia Mr. Short ball, Young, Lockie Young. Thompson, he maka roa, ko Young tēnei. He maka poto kia Kibi, Kibi kia Daniel. Daniel, kei runga rawa, ia. E oma tonu ana ia. St Pauls hot on the attack, looking to extend their lead further with only 4 minutes remaining. They spread it now to the right. A short ball, a good offer there by Kahotea. It's still alive, and it goes down the line. It's Hill Brown outside with a beautiful try. Engari ko te ahua nei, kua maka whakamua te poro. Oh, where? Caleb de Bruin was surely in for a try.
Oh, man, just hold your breath. Didn't they go? And what great interaction between Pungapau Ringaropa, but here we go, catch pass. And just that last pass, just out of the hand. And, with the mountain of work, the role of the Paumua, just that last pass. But, yes, and we go back to a defensive scrum. The last scrum we did have, St Paul's definitely poured it on, and it was a little bit hard, but, wow, they dodged one there, didn't they?
Well, when you've got someone like Caleb de Bruin sitting out there on the wing, at 6'3", the son of an ex-Silver Fern, Leonard de Bruin, who played over 100 caps for the Silver Ferns, he was just waiting for the try. But it was that final pass that just didn't quite get there. It was slightly forward there by Jackson Hill. But St Pauls, again, the attack is looking outstanding, and the scrum is looking good too, putting all sorts of pressure on Matamata. Ko tūhaka na koukou tērā. Rotu torata ake, rua tukau mā rua. A lot of pressure on the kick, but he gets it away eventually. Ahua poto tērā whana. Deflected, I think.
Yes, Tamatahi's been a lot of pressure, but he's just relieved a little bit. Tōna tahi miniti e toi ana. And although that pass went forward from De Bruyne, we must compliment just that last defender that put him under pressure to make him release that pass early. So definitely the will of Matamata on defence, something to highlight.
Ai, tautoko tērā. Hill Brown, tērā tangata anō, a Hill Brown. Kei aia te poro, a Hill Brown. Oh, he hāmene. Ringa kei roto rā, quick tap. It's Daniel, short ball, Young tataki te rārangi piro. Oh, engari kua taka whakamua te poro.
Coach will be stoked with that. They gave away a penalty from the line out, quick tap from Zealand, and they got the ball to the right people. But once again, Matamata back their defence, cause an error, and they could just hold them out. This will be the last, I dare say, play of the half.
Matamata College. E mō rātou te rata ake, o rātou ake hau. Te tatari a waru, o te koro. O he hāmene, kei mui ngā pau ko St Pauls tēnei. Tata ki te wā whakatā, ki te ata tiroa, Silich mi aha te aha. Oh, he nono ke. Oh, scrum, love it.
Yeah, they have the last 2 or 3, the front row, ko ngā pau mua. I dare say the decision was left up to the brains of the outfit. And they know when they are definitely competing and probably dominating. So I dare say the calls come from roughly them and along like maybe Young was a part of it, the captain. But 17 points up, last play of the half. It's no harm in rolling the dice. Zilich, he's quick. Out of, they're going to back themselves here. Through to Tukmatahi. Just going to look wide through the hands. Coming through. And another skill set error. And Matamata, they've held them out 2 penalties in a row. And there we have it at Te Iwi. Ko ngā piro I tēnei wā, St Pauls lead Matamata 17-0.
Ko tēnei te mutunga o te hawhe tuatahi. St Pauls Collegiate. Te kaumā whetū, Matamata College, kore!
That is tough. Kei aku nui, kei aku rahi, anei rā, a haka feels.
Else just make sure that everyone knows who we are.
Te whāinga matua, kia rangatira te tui, kia Whanganui te tui.
Hear my brother say, stop.
I want to win. I want to win. Let's go. Anei a haka feels, te mihi atu ne.
Hey.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
What makes selling with Baileys altogether better? It's the energy we bring to every home we sell. Enhancing and lifting the energy of your home to achieve the best possible result. Because when the energy is right, you can feel it. Baileys, altogether better.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough times.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
The best kind of people I want to interview are the ones that have got something really significant to say.
The new season of award-winning current affairs.
It's really about having a conversation and listening.
Te ao with Moana, ki Māori Plus, me whakaata Māori.
They won't be working in my restaurant when I get one.
I don't think anyone else would put up with it. It's too scared.
Shut up and go.
It'll be one hell of a show. Oh, there's no other way but keeping the native.
Only one Robert Redford here, Beth.
No mahoki mai ki tēnei kēmu ki Whanganui a Matamata College me St Pauls Collegiate. Ko mitu te hawhi tuatahi o tēnei kēmu as we look at the highlights of the first half. And within the first couple of minutes, a try was scored as the clearance kick popped up into the hands of Silic, and then Caleb Blake was right there to score.
Yeah, just a big mihi to te te o ngā pau a ringa raupā for putting in the mahi. But here we go. This was just a delight from all forwards right across the country, and they got so close, and then just pressure on pressure, and they get another try there in there for Young.
And then St Pauls Collegiate again extended their lead with a pushover try there to Alex Young. And that's that for the first half, all the tries. Nō reira, kia mautonu mai mo te hawhe tuarua e whai ake nei.
O ia tātou e ātama taki ana ai te rautaki, ka noho wehe ngā paumua me ngā wai tere, katahi ka kotahi mai te kapa. We see this a lot in halftime breaks where obviously forward split and back split, forward coaches obviously relay messages and no doubt give a lot of compliments on what they're doing well. Matamata, we've just had a quick chat and it's just been probably first time playing one of the big teams at this level. It's only been a couple of line-out errors that have been the difference in their half, but I dare say, looking at last week's scoreline, they put on 46 points, that they only need a little sniff to open up their first account and put in some points on the board.
Yeah, that's right, and Matamata College have a pretty prestigious rugby background as well, as they've had 7 All Blacks, more All Blacks than St Pauls Collegiate. That have come out of Matamata College. Terry Morrison, Kit Fawcett, Murray Taylor, Warwick Taylor, Craig Innes from the 90s, Jason Spice, who used to play for the Hurricanes, the halfback, and Brendan Leonard, former Waikato and Chiefs halfback, and also played at the 2007 Rugby World Cup there. At least we forget that World Cup. The All Blacks lost to France in the quarterfinal. He played in that match.
And just talking about Posty, Craig Innes, by some of those names, the Taylor brothers, they are all known for their attacking rugby, which makes a lot of sense why Matamata like to run it from all over the park. But what great insight from Anaru. Now, Anaru, a couple of messages from the Matamata coaching staff, if you're in their box.
Yeah, well, I think Matamata will be very pleased with that first half, despite the scoreline. So they've shown quite a lot of promise on attack as well as defence. I think the attack, they probably, on defence, sorry, they should probably be looking at committing a little bit more to the rucks. There's been a few penalties that have gone against their way because they've found themselves isolated in there. But outside of that, they have looked very, very good for a brand new team that have come into this competition here in Te Taurua Mano Rua Te Kaumātua.
And just leading into this match, some of you may not be aware who's in the CNI. We have Matamata College, St John's, St Peter's, St Pauls, Lindisfarne, Wesley, Whanganui Collegiate and St John's College. Hastings also in there. So, a correction, but those are some of your local kura in your area, keep an eye on them and get in behind them. Just like Whakaata MāORI and our great sponsors, and we'll be going to them during this live stream.
Nō reira, tata timata i tēnei hawhi tuarua. Te kēmu nei. St Pauls Collegiate with quite a healthy lead, 17-1. But as I said earlier, Hika, Matamata College with a big win last week, 46 points to 7. So they have proven that they can put points on the board and offside from the kickoff. Matamata College, they'll be disappointed in that. And St Pauls Collegiate will now have the scrum on halfway.
Yes, and almost a repeat of the first half, wasn't it? They found themselves with a kick charge down in the first minute or so of the game, and in this game, just so keen to get out the blocks, so keen, and an attacking scrum on halfway. Be nice to see what backline moves the St Paul's team has been working on, or one they may pull out from years gone by.
So Silich, who was born in Australia, raised in Cambridge since the age of 5, gets it out, and now he puts the kick up. When it finds land, oh, they let it bounce twice, but somehow they keep it alive. And away they go from inside their 22. Oh, big collision. Chris Kahotea with the tackle. The prop forwards getting into the action in this match with 2 big hits from both number 3s. Tay does not go that far, so it's padded backwards. It's still there for St Paul's. Oh, in fact, it is still there for St Paul's, so they're hot on the attack. Silich, Putane Te Poro. Yeah, whana. How's the bounce? Oh, it's still there for St Paul's. They do well to retain the ball. Blake, his favourite player is Dan Carter. He's playing out there on the wing. And the kick to him before was almost Dan Carter-esque. St Paul's this time with Thompson. He had 2 ACL surgeries on the left knee, and so good to see him out there. It's McLeod, fresh legs. Slotting in as they look to spread it, and it's going to be Hay from fullback. It's good attacking rugby by St Paul's. Ke reira tonu te poro. Ke Hull, Lucas Hull. Played for the Waikato under-16s. It's there now for Young. Year 13. Still there. And it's Kibby. Kibby, another player from the Waikato under-16s. St Paul's. Tata ki te rārangi piro. It's McLeod. Silich. Kilmister. E neke ana te poro I nainei. Tata ki te rārangi piro. Kau. A few metres out from the line. This is a great angle. And how's that? It might just be on the line. No, the assistant. Oh, hang on a minute. It's a try. He can spot it. And the cameraman is right there as well. And it's going to be Hadley Thompson with the first try of the second half.
Just pressure on pressure. Big shot there to start this from Kahotea as we go right back. However, here we go. Just that defence again forced them back inside, but it looked like it was held up. And we did see the touch judge. He just comes into frame and he's saying held up. But then the ball was down. So great work from the adjudicators working in tandem. But I still like what I see defensively from Matamata.
Ai ahua rangirua ngā kauawau. I ai ki tetehi kao. Engari ai ki te kauawau matua ai. Ko tērā te mea nui. So Hadley Thompson, the try scorer, as I mentioned earlier, coming back from 2 ACL surgeries as the kick from the outside is missed. But Hadley Thompson, what a comeback this is. A beautiful story from New Plymouth. His favourite player is Piri Wepu from Whanganui Mata, the former All Black. With Hadley Thompson, there he is. A brilliant run there. And full credit to our cameraman who was right there, Johnny, on the spot.
Yes, and wow, they start the half exactly how they would have through defensive pressure, turned the ball over and forced Matamata to make multiple defensive tackles, but up they go into their half. But geez, just beautiful running with a lot of steam built up. Look at this Jamie. They're looking to play the game down in this half. They let the ball bounce, and it's a bit of a sin, that one.
Oh, that might be a 50-22. Yep. So I whana rātou te poro I roto I tō rātou ake hawhe. I puta te poro I roto I te rua te kaumārua. O Matamata no reira kia rātou te poro. St Pauls. Well, they've got all the momentum now, St Pauls. Ko Hill Brown tēnei. Whana moto hanga. Another one who plays for that Waikato under-16s team. He MΑORI 9-8, te rapia ka mau Hill Brown I te poro. Ko te ahua nei ai, kei ai a te poro. Hill Brown at the back of that maul. Keep an eye on him, the number 2. Yes, there it is. He's now transferred the ball over. It may be with... Who's in the middle of it? Oh, it's still there. Engari, I'd say, yeah, it could be an obstruction there. Yes, it is. So, just looking at the cover while.
Yeah, super technical there. What he's talking about is the player was held, but he just rolled to get a couple extra metres. Just looking at the arm signal. But nice work there. It's always nice when the adjudicator brings in the captains and explains the call. That shows a good connection between both captains and respect for both teams. But they've come out with a real determination. I dare say St Pauls look like they just want to play the game and turn up the ante in Matamata's half, and they'll back that there'll be a couple of errors and they'll pounce.
And there's Troy Loveridge, the fullback for Matamata College. That line out is just slightly crooked. Right over here, Nonoke, and St Pauls.
And we have seen a substitution come on McLeod. He's got himself on the with the pill. He's keen, fresh as daisy, and here's Silic out to the Tuputahi, and they just run straight, direct and hard. Although they're not drawing too many defensive players into that. Yeah, well done. I'll tell you what, the IQ of Matamata around the rules is very, very sharp. So they obviously spend a lot of time on that. And didn't they diffuse that attacking weapon from St Pauls?
Yep, Matamata doing extremely well there. And now they'll look to start building some momentum. Matamata after a very tough start to the second half, only 2 minutes in. Pero St Pauls tēnei hawhi tuarua. So we'll have to try. Matamata will be looking hard to get this line out right. A couple of crooked throws in this match. And it looks as though a change has been made at hooker. Da Costa has come off. And it might be Zeph Johnson that's come on. There he is. So he paku la whakatā. E amatu tatariana.
I would like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank our sponsors and supporters. Hoki anō, ko hoki mai. Thought there was a substitution, and I think there still is. But back to a big thank you to Whakaata Māori for providing a platform to share this event with whānau across Aotearoa, helping us showcase our rangatahi and bring the action to audiences free of charge and accessible no matter where you are located. We'd also like to acknowledge and thank Te Taurewhiri, Te Reo Māori, for their ongoing support. Ka tika ko Te Reo Māori, Te Reo Matua, Te Newhiri.
Overthrow, Jackson!
Koia. Ana. Oh, ko tahai te polo, St Pauls have come up with it. Big trouble at line-out time for Matamata at this point of the match. St Pauls got to move forward. Silic, Kilmister, out to the midfield, looking to kick. But decides against it. Thompson with the offload to De Bruin. Keeping it tight with the forwards. Well over the advantage line and past the halfway line. Short ball almost from the back fence was Thompson. Ngari kua taka whakamua te poro. No reira ka hoki atu ki te moke.
Wasn't that a Demetrius-like run from the back fence? It feels like they're running harder this half. And more direct, but here we go. Kei whakawhiti kai tākoro. Ko uru mai te rua te kau. Taku mōhio ko Smythe. Nōrei kei te whakawhiti kai tākoro. They just want to keep keep the ante up, don't they? And really wind it up. So Jamie Silic, great game from him, and he's been replaced by Smith.
Billy Smith, another one out of the Waikato under-16s. Quite a few of these Waikato players playing for St Pauls. Is Daniel Shepherd, the head prefect with Keenan. Feeds the scrum out there to Waru. And now the kick. Straight up in the air. How's the chase? It's good. Putting pressure on. In fact, it's lost. Matamata come up with it. And it's Waru, that man who put the kick in originally. Ree Gathers. But now a penalty. This time for St Pauls.
If you get isolated at all, and your troops are just a couple of seconds behind, everyone has a go at the ball. Yep, and I think we talked about this first half, just a bit of pressure with a bit of a high ball with a great chase, and on it, there's an error. But here we go, there's numbers around the ball. Now Waru, I'm not sure, yeah, he did have a good grab, but he didn't he? Looked like McLeod. Correction, we'll get the right name, but wow, no one's given an inch.
Wait a minute till 10 and a half and get there. Aotearoa, ka pairua. Ko puta mai a tamanui te rā, ke konei ke Cambridge, tēnei te haukainga ko St Pauls Collegiate. Marera ke te kaha wānanga ngā pura i rua. Titiro ki ngā kaitautoko. Kai te kite. It's great to see the supporters packing out this ground to support their team, St Pauls Collegiate. They've got a roll of 975, and 12 of the current players of this squad are boarders. That's good. So it'll be St Pauls Collegiate with the penalty, and they'll no doubt look to kick to touch.
And if you want to keep up with the action, jump on the CNI webpage and you'll see who's placed where. At the moment, Matamata's actually at the top of the bonus points. And so it's a very, very close affair after round one. But get around your local first 15 teams and go and watch some of the best first 15s in the country. Here we are. Ka hoki anō tātou, ki tēnō tukinga nui, i Whanganui a St Pauls, Matamata, Te Costa, me te whiu, and ko ngā pauteitei, they've ruled the sky today, St Pauls, it's a midfielder tackle, beautiful catch a pass, and it just opens up, it's run, and these, what a great tackle. He probably had too much time there, coming through with the ball there for St Pauls, on the ball, but didn't they just open them up there? Thompson running free.
Yeah, one. That's right. We look at the replay, and St Paul's just opening up. Hadley Thompson, he's been a standout in this match, but just tackled from behind and dislodging the ball, ended up in the hands of Hawani Wilson. Here, Uri Anō Ngāti Haua. Hawani Wilson, the number 7 for Matamata College. So it'll be a scrum. Kia roto I te rua tekau mārua, Matamata College. Reira, kia Shirad, te whāngai, engari he hāmene, te rapia ka omarātou. Ai, ke tōma, Shirad, and then he kicks it. And then he kicks it out into touch on the full. So we could have probably just kicked it from the penalty to retain possession, but that's okay. The ball just going off the side of his ball.
Yes, and just so much pressure around Matamata, 22-0, and they've just camped themselves in Matamata's half. Tēnei wahanga, engari ka hoki anō ki tēnei mea. Me kimi te kupu e tika ane, engari ko te mahi tahi pia. Tērā whakatauki tō tātou kingi, te kotahitanga. Smythe, the taimai Smythe ki te whira. Te tū whāngai a St Pauls. Ka reira anō, with the tere hooky, with the whāngai te pōro. And it's a knockback, there's a little snipe from the back of the mall there, a back of the ruck, but there's a lot of pressure here. Matamata soaking up valuable seconds any slow ball, and they may have turned it over here. And I feel like they're definitely fighting hard for the scraps here in Matamata. Just that will, commitment, and they come out with a big harmony. They may have cracked the code on this one, just slowing that ball down.
Yep, Matamata College come up with the penalty. Kia rātou te hāmene tēnei wā. Rua te kaumārua ki te kore, St Pauls. Come on, boys! Heoi, kia matamata te poro i tēnei wā. Kia whana i waho. Te mea nui, kia hopu mai tēnei rārangi. Kia whakamau i tēnei poro. Mene ki atu ki te rātu taho te papatākaro. Te rapia piro ai. Engari, ko te ahua nei, ka tai mai i te honga waiwai hou. O kewhia te poro. Bit of confusion, bit of movement in the line out, but no ball. Hang on a minute, what's going on? Let's go back. The hooker was there, everyone was waiting, everyone was about to jump, but no ball. So Matamata College, Johnson. New hooker on the field to feed the line out. Oh, stolen again. It's Weir this time, Gus Weir. Oh, plugging the short side is Smythe. The new man who's come on for St Pauls. So keep it short. St Pauls. Let's go. Forward. Drive it up. Benjamin, George Benjamin, who's come on. Very strong player off the bench. And another one who's come on is Dylan McLaren. And well, looks the flag is up. The assistant referee has the flag up and his arm is out. So we'll just see what the call is.
And we'd just like to mihi also to the crowd. There's a great crowd that's shown up for this game. We had a few close-ups there. We've got a nice grandstand in behind, and we can see some of our other sponsors here, Bailey's. And I would like to just compliment, they are behind on the score, Matamata. However, their first up contact tackles have been quite consistent, and they're really, really just putting it in. We've got, it's gone 8 minutes into, well, over 8 minutes, sorry, into the second half. And we're getting to that time of the game where coaches are starting to bring on fresh players, and sometimes not quite in sync with the rhythm of the game. But there's a great stop from the referee, the adjudicator, just calming down the troops, and we'll go straight to a line out for Matamata for their great work on defence.
Okay, it's not straight again. We've got troubles at line out time for Matamata, so St Pauls with the free kick. They'll look to tap it here. St Pauls, their attack has been almost immaculate today. Kia reira te poro, ko hau, kaha hoki, o te rauma, Benjamin. Smythe, short to Weir. Another short ball, this time to Kibby. Kibby still going. Kibby, so close. Smythe spreads it, Kilmister. Still there. But a little juggle and maybe a slight knock on here.
You mentioned the name of Weir. Another one is on screen there, Hull. They do a lot of work that goes unnoticed just by holding shape in defence. Very, very strong in the front row, na Paumua. So a big mihi to all the whānau. I know a lot of whānau are unable to travel and be at these games, but I'm sure we're all pretty stoked that whakata Māori, Māori pass. Me ki, ko te taura whiri te reo Māori, ko te pūtea nui, ka hu mai, e ngā kamupene Māori.
You spoke about Gus Weir, the lock for St Pauls Collegiate. He's also a double-skull national champion at rowing in the 2026 MΑORI Cup rowing regatta, as the ball is nicely cleared by Matamata, getting themselves out of danger for now.
And obviously, if you do know geographically the Waikato Karopiro, St Peter's, you want to talk rowing, that's definitely a place where you want to pull up a chair and have a good old chinwag about rowing. Now, here we go again. Yes, this isn't a repeat. It's an attacking line-out. And their rolling maul has been almost unstoppable It's been a real strength of theirs, but they've gone short just to secure it. But there's a lot of errors coming in at the line out.
The free kick for St Pauls. They'll look to go quickly, and here they go on the short side. It's with Weir, that man that we were talking about, the rower. He must have a lot of strength. About 5 metres short. St Pauls Collegiate. They go short again. Pick and go. It's Jack Pocock, the number 19. He's in there, brand new onto the field. It's with Benjamin, another rower. Double sculls national champion and silver in the Māori Cup in the rowing earlier this year. As we carry on at St Pauls, centimetres away from the line. A try's been scored. Who is it? Who's under it? It'll be the final man that gets up. It's that man. Who is it? Oh, it's Lucas Hull. Lucas Hull. Te kaipiro. E hara ko tēnā, e maupōtai ana, engari ko Lucas Hull. E ai ki o mātou whatu anei te replay.
Yeah, and we were just talking about the work off the ball, but here we go. Just the pick here. Just going to get off the ball. Yeah, it looks like he's got a hand on it. Well, I'll tell you what, there's a few that can claim that. We can claim it. Hull, once again, he's in positions that go unnoticed, and around just cleared that ball. But St Pauls have shown how dominant they are today. And what a beautiful picture there. We must meet to our production team and our camera crew there on site, giving us these live images at you. But wow, they've really turned up the ante, haven't they?
The conversion is a straight. Ruatakaunga whitu ki te kore, and as a former fullback myself, I have no idea what happens underneath all of that. But it was a bit of a dispute between Lucas Hull and it might have even been Jack Pocock who's come on. But anyway, a try has been scored. E piro anō, the St Pauls Collegiate Ruatakaunga whitu ki te kore. There's Matamata College to try and get themselves back into this as we approach the final quarter of this match.
He ka hoki anō. Waru, ai tēnei whana teitei. But for a little time there's slow pill. Matamata, and here comes this Smythe to put another attacking kick in. It's definitely a strategy of theirs, and what a great strategy. Put it up, isolate the winger, and get an error.
Yeah, well, great pressure on the chase there.
Good kick, Billy.
St Paul's getting possession back. And I tell you what, that was a tricky kick to pick up, and he felt the footsteps coming pretty quickly. St Paul's hot on the attack from the line out. Chopped down, but offloading nicely to Kibby. It's still alive. It goes out wide to Kilmister. Kilmister with the strength. Does he have the power? He pumps the legs over the line. Kilmister held up.
This attacking powers, and we've seen one of the Ringa Ropa in there, Kibby. Another one that's been around everything. And what a great attacking play. Come off that error with this pop-up off the ground. They just got it away. It was Thompson. And he probably had too much time there. Te Topatahi, Kilmeister. He's just been distributed all day. Unselfish. But here we go. It's a nice drop kick from Smythe. He's been everywhere since he's come on.
Smythe right under that. And St Paul's come up with it still. It's with Benjamin. And for the big run, it's Kilmister, and he spreads it. It's with Silic. Silic out wide now. It's lining up De Bruin. De Bruin put to ground. Arua whitu mita mai te rārangi piro. I tēnei wā ko Hill Brown, engari wow, he's bumped into his own player here. So a slight obstruction.
And apologies, we don't have the adjudicator's name, but I think he's been sharp on the money. Really reads first 15 rugby well, and yeah, he's just been everywhere and working in tandem with both alliance officials, and which has brought this game to the calibre it is. It works hand in hand, doesn't it? The players and the adjudicator.
Ora te kama miniti e toi ana tēnei kēmu ko te Costa e mawana I te poro I tēnei wā. He tumana ko ka whiu tōtika ai. Kua ea. Anei a Matamata. Hohunu rawa I roto I tō rātou ake hawhe. Ka puta te poro ki wahora engari he hāmene no reira ka hoki atu.
And De Costa, every one of the top tacklers, he's been all over the place. Stoke, they got a nice clean line out. There's been a lot of pressure in that set piece. But here they go, just need to find the sideline again. And just see a little bit of fatigue in some of the passes. This is probably the highest tempo, I dare say, this Matamata may have come up against. One of the top teams in the CNI, but they've got a red hot crack here in the half of St Pauls. They don't want to keep that donut, but just once again, just couldn't quite grab it. It was a good throw.
As St Pauls look to counter and they spread it out to that left side, and they've got numbers lining up, and it's that new man McLaren who's come up running like a McLaren. Dylan made his debut on the Japan tour recently, and here's the breakaway. St Pauls.
Yeah, you got space.
And this time it's
Smythe.
He's been a standout since coming on Smythe. The putana te poro ko Kilmister. Ke reira tonu te poro ko De Bruin tēnei. He whana. It'll find the ground. How's the bounce? He's tall. He'll get it. De Bruin. A little knock on there by Matamata College, so an advantage. A scrum advantage now for St Pauls. They look to spread the long ball, skipping two players, and in the hands of Hill Brown, the offload. It's there for Young to offload again, and the new man Pocock. Pocock is over.
Yes, Pocock is over, but I just want to give a shout out to Young, Weir, Napo, Ringa, Ropa, Kibby, McLeod, Young. I feel like they've been the glue and around stuff. Hull something, the Hill Brown. They're all featuring, aren't they? They're very, very clear. No one overruns or gets their white line fever. They're looking to put someone in a better position than them. And there's Kahult here. Lovely skill set, and Pocock running with a lot of determination. And what a great team try.
Jack Pocock. Me mihi ka tika ki a Ngāti Pikiao. Kia ora Ngāti Pikiao. Te te o ngā kaipiro. Jack Pocock, yes, born in Rotorua, year 12, out of St Pauls Collegiate, and was at the back of that after a double offload. An offload there by Hill Brown, and then another offload, freeing up Pocock to score. So this is going to be De Bruin from the sideline. Whoa! Caleb De Bruin with the extras.
And me mihi ki te kāwai whakahiki a De Bruin, tōna mama he toki. No Afrika ki te tonga, engari. And I do see there's a lot of connection between Waikato and Tarawa Waka, ko ngā taniwha o tira ngā Whanganui e mihi ana. And there we go, just like that. They're starting to attack from all over the paddock, and why wouldn't you when you're 34 points clear of your opposition?
Matamata College restart the match. Tori te kaumā whā ki te kore. Oh, kia Matamata te whono. O engari kua niki whakanua. O taka whakanua te poro. Kia St Pauls United. Advantage being played for a knock on. As the forwards keep things tight. Ratu United, Jakil Mista. Now Pomuri, and that's Jackson Hay, who puts the kick in. And a good chase by De Bruin.
What's the right foot? Trap him!
Deep on their own line here. Matamata College, slightly isolated. And a penalty to St Pauls. Not enough support there. They'll look to cap it quickly by the looks of things. No, they'll slow things down.
Well, very impressive, isn't it? They get the ball turned over. Ko te tupatahi, has a look up, sends it out to his second 5'8", and puts in a beautiful kick. But everyone's on the same page. What a chase. Got 4-5 man chase, and they just put so much pressure on you at the tackle, at the breakdown. I mean, look at this. Straight in on the ball. He's right on it, has a clear shot at it, and yes, that is a penalty. So very, very impressed at the strategy and also the execution.
And a free kick for Matamata now. And I don't know if they'll want to take the scrum. They might just look to either kick or tap it here. But that, I'm just going back to that chase from especially Caleb De Bruin. Like I said before, 6'3". He wants to try and move to Australia and crack the NRL. Tera, Tete Ona, Wawatanui. And he's a bit similar to those who follow NRL Rugby League, a bit similar in build to Jack Bostock, who plays for the Dolphins. Played the other night, actually. So a bright future for Caleb De Bruin.
Yeah, a lot of transferable skills out there between different athletes, height and strength, IQ. But here we go. And yes, this rolling maul that we saw early on. Wow, Kahotia doing what most hookers like to see. Cody Taylor leading the way, obviously, in that position. But they've just applied so much pressure and they've stuck to the plan. Smythe. And there he is, come off the bench. I feel like Zilich really conditioned the loose forwards up at the back of the scrum. And Smythe comes on and he gets on the score sheet.
Yeah, pero anō I tēnei wā ko Billy Smythe. Titi o ngā kaitakoro mō te kapa Waikato. As we look at the replay, and it was pick and go. And for a little halfback like Billy Smythe, he showed quite a lot of power here to drive himself over. And the agility just to quickly dart from the back of that ruck. He found the try line and he sniffed it out. He scored. Billy Smythe.
Yes, and De Bruin, he's been successful off his first kick, so why wouldn't you go back to that talent? And there's just so many that come from a union that have aspirations to play rugby league. He's another, as mentioned, but nice connection. It just definitely has got the distance. My thing is he can, that hand-eye, foot-eye coordination of these young athletes areas. Billy Smythe, he's looking pretty stoked, and so he should be. And it looks like they're going to clear the benches off both teams and get some fresh subs on the paddock. 39 play 0. It's not a bad time to clear the subs bench under him.
Whitu miniti kei te toi. Toru te kauma iwa ki te kore. It's all been St Pauls Collegiate School. And Matamata will look to finish strongly in these last 7 minutes. Engari, Kaharawa tēnei oma, on offload, just goes forward. So here we go, Matamata College. Can they finish strongly? Neke te poro, ki te ratu taha, matau, ko Pollard. Makapoto, engari ko whana. How's the chase? It's not too bad, but it's there for Zilich. Oh, he does well, Zilich! Zilich has open spaces, and he's got support. And look who it is, it's Smythe, the try scorer.
Fail! Win!
St Pauls. A huge amount of momentum. But just a slight knock on and a scrum now to Matamata.
Now, it's not often you see the starting halfback come back on and work in tandem with the replacement. So here he is, up he goes, almost like he's playing fullback, but look at this explosiveness. And then in tandem here might be, here it is, Smythe to the other. Probably just couldn't hear the call on the outside, but beautiful attacking rugby, and this is what we brought up on, wasn't it, Anaru? Let the ball fly. It's a beautiful, I'm not going to say winter's day. It looks not too bad in the Waikato. Got a few short sleeves. But, wow, just attacking prowess all over the paddock.
Harmony, more St Pauls. Matamata unfortunately can't catch a break here in St Pauls College. Rima Miniti, Toyana, and it's still there. And a big fend. Oh, what a contest that was. Pushed backwards in the end. It was Benjamin. And here comes Finau, Jacob Finau, on the field for St Pauls. And Nikiana ki te ratu taha. And Smythe, out to Kilmister, went backwards. He's still got it, Kilmister. Damien McKenzie's his favourite player. And another ball, it's just sitting there for Benjamin. And now the platform is set. St Pauls, they move it to the left, a little kick in behind. And Matamata have come up with it. And it was Clothia who's just come on. Born in Hastings. And he was the one that scooped it up for Matamata. A foot was in there and it might have been turned over, but it's Wilson who scoops it up for Matamata. But a penalty for St Pauls. A bit of tip for tat and they'll tap it quickly. And here's where, in fact, Watamaka, hoki atu, ki te kaiwa wao, he whakatau, kei te haere, ka aha i nai nei, ka oma, ka whana, he rārangi a waho, ko te ahua nei, ka putaki waho.
Yeah, got away with one there, didn't they? Got a little foot in there, one's playing chess, the other one playing checkers, just as the adjudicator looked away. But here we go, back to the tupatahi, Kilmeister, and we will see. Well, there's multiple options they have. 39 points ahead, but I dare say that the line out with them all would be one to go for.
Okay, so Hicker's prediction is a pushover try. So let's see. Toru minute toi ana. A 5 metre line out. We've got the Oracle next to us. Here we go. Oh, good. It's gone at the back of the line out there, but who's scooped it up? It's Caleb Blake. Caleb Blake gets in for try number 2 for St Pauls.
Yeah, another one that's it's just chipped away through this game. Acknowledgement to probably the S&C at St Pauls and all the hard work that goes in. But here we go, just an overthrow. And, you know, sometimes luck just bounces your way. Definitely St Pauls have worked for their stuff. They haven't had too much luck or needed much luck. It's come from ko te mahi, me ki. And wow, but the athleticism, the fitness to stay at such a high tempo for 70 minutes is something to celebrate.
There was an overthrow in that line out, and to your defence, Hika, it would have been a pushover try if it was taken in the line out. It was overthrown then, scooped up beautifully by Caleb Blake, who's been a standout there on the left wing, and the conversion is successful, so the cherry on top, and there goes the final whistle. Nō reira, kua mutu ai tēnei kēmu ko te whā te kauma ono ki te kore, ko St Pauls Collegiate ngā toa i tēnei ahi, ngā mihi nui ki a rātou, whā te kauma ono ki te kore. So a fantastic game of rugby here. Unfortunate for Matamata College, but St Pauls just too good.
Ai takatau e hoa tēnei kapa. Ko roa nei e tākaro ana ki tēnei taumata. Rata mai o Waikato. Engari, Matamata, ko hara mai rātou me ki te pāti, ki te tino haere, and there'll be a lot of learnings for Matamata. Coming along, like you say, first time in this division, and you can just see, I dare say there's a tirohanga whānui. There'll be a probably 3 to 5 year plan for the coaching staff, where they start and where they like to be. But ka nui ngā mihi e hoa.
That's right, and a big shout out to a couple of standout players this afternoon for St Paul's. Hadley Thompson, the centre, coming back from 2 ACL surgeries and showing fine form this afternoon. Caleb Blake, of course, and Caleb De Bruin on the other wing. Very dangerous. They're going to be ones to watch in the CNI competition in the coming weeks. But Matamata College, beautifully steered by Ensign Waru at number 10. And of course, at centre, Tuhaka Raina Koko was a standout, looking threatening at times. And Patrick Keenan, the co-captain up front, was a strong figurehead and a strong leader for their side. So, ko mutu ai tēnei kēmu. I tiro ana mātou i ngā pukenga katoa o enei kaitākoro o ngā kapa e rua. Engari kua mutu ai te kēmu, kua ia i tēnei wā ko te whātekau mā ono ki te kore.
Reire te iwi, koere te kapa o Matamata ia ka tika pai tērā tākoro, ko whakapau kaha, taku mōhio. Roti te kapa, but here are the highlights from this game. This is the second half, and just, hey, if you're in and around the Pearl, Blake gets on the score sheet there, but here is the start of the game, and it was just straight out of the gate. A lovely touchdown. There's Blake, he's up for 2 this game, And then here was a nice rolling maul, and we see Kahotia coming through. But they stay united. Tērā whakatauki rongonui, ko te kotahitanga, and they come through and just get over. And I'm pretty sure it was Young that got on this one. It just so much pressure applied throughout the early stages of the half, and they pounce again, and it's Young again on the bill and on the score sheet. And then they come through and they just use their hands, catch pass off the right, and they come get some real early ball. This was a little bit, there was a bit of controversy because the touchdown steps on. He's saying it's a knock-on, but the on-field, they generally end up on the same page. But just so much pressure from St Pauls in the heat of the battle, and they were scoring almost at will.
Yeah, it was a bit of a try-fest this afternoon with St Pauls Collegiate. And a handsome win here as we look at some more try highlights here, and this was one of the other tries off the back of 2 offloads, and it was Jack Pocock who came off the bench to score. But it wasn't over after that. There were more tries to be scored for St Pauls Collegiate School, and this time they just kept it tight, and it was Billy Smythe, another replacement who came on at halfback, who just dived over and scored. And then the final try was scored there by Caleb Blake, who went in for a second try of the match after scoring the very first try. Nō reira, ko tērā te mutunga o te kēmu, ko te whātekau mā ono ki te kore o St Pauls Collegiate ngā toa. Hei tērā wiki, kia mautonu mai, engari I tēnei wā, ko tēnei māua e tuku mihi atu kia koutou katoa, tūrau o Waiki.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass up.